Señora Fernandez. So now we're going to try Nearpod. So we got to meet. Hopefully Google Meet worked. And now we're going to try a Nearpod lesson. So Nearpod sometimes starts out with a video. Sometimes it's just a PowerPoint. Sometimes we don't use Nearpod at all. Today it's a video and then a PowerPoint of what you need to do. Okay? So we're starting out today and let's get started. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Señora Fernandez. That is hard to say. So when I come in, I would say Buenos Dias, clase, and you would say Buenos Dias, Señora Fernandez. But let's practice saying my name. Ready? Repeat after me. Señora Fernandez. Señora Fernandez. Señora Fernandez. Muy bien. So I would come in and say Buenos Dias, clase, and you're going to say Buenos Dias, Señora Fernandez. And then I'm going to say levántense. That means we stand up. So everybody, levántense. At home, stand up. Okay, and we sing a Buenos Dias song, and this is how it goes. I'm going to show it to you first, and then we're going to all try it together, okay? So it goes uno, dos, tres. So try that. Uno, dos, tres. Then you pretend to shake hands. You go Buenos Dias. Let me hear you. Buenos Dias. And then you do it again. Buenos Dias. Good. Then you put your hands behind your back, and you look to one side, and you look to the other side. You say, amigos y amigas. Let's try that. Amigos y amigas. Good. So let's try the whole thing from the beginning. Uno, dos, tres. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Hands behind your back. Amigos y amigas. Then you take one hand out to your side and you kind of shake your hips. You say, aquí estamos. That means here we are. And then you do it again on this side. Aquí estamos. That means here we are. And then you roll your arms up high. You say, en la clase de español, which means in Spanish class. So roll your arms, say, en la clase de español. Good. Let's try the whole thing. Ready? Uno, dos, tres. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Amigos y amigas. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. En la clase de español. Then you say cha cha cha, and we do it again. Buenos dias, buenos dias, amigos y amigas. Aquí estamos, aquí estamos. En la clase de español. Cha cha cha. After we do it twice, I say siéntense, and that means you sit down. Okay, so now sit down, and I'm gonna sit down. And I want to introduce you to our class pet this year. Every year I have a class pet. Last year it was Kayla Koala. This year it's Dino. Everybody say, hola, Dino. Good. Now, we were in our classroom, I would call roll call. And when I call your name, you would say, aquí. Okay, so let's pretend I'm calling your name. Dino and I are going to say your name. Let me hear you say, aquí. Aquí. Good. Okay. Let's go over that whole thing. So pretend Spanish class starts. I say, buenos dias, clase. You say, buenos dias, Señora Fernandez. Then we sing our buenos dias song. Ready? Levántense. That means we stand up. Uno, dos, tres. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Amigos y amigas. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. En la clase de español. Cha, cha, cha. Buenos dias, buenos dias, amigos y amigas. Aquí estamos, en la clase de español. Cha, cha, cha. Then I'm going to say siéntense. Who remembers what that means? Sit down. And can everybody say, hola, Dino. Okay, and Dino's going to say your name, and you're going to say here, which is aquí. So ready? Let's say pretend Dino said your name. Okay, now say aquí. Good. Okay, so after we do that, I'll usually give you a little work to do or introduce our lesson. Well, today our lesson is going to be about our Spanish folder. So we're going to have a Spanish folder at home. And inside that Spanish folder, you're going to keep all your work. And then if we ever get back to school, you'll bring this Spanish folder with all your work in it, and we'll just continue to use it in school. Okay? So, what do you think needs to be on your Spanish folder? Your nombre. Nombre means your name. Okay, so this is a Spanish Spanish folder. And it says nombre. And then look at mine. I wrote Señora Fernandez. That's my nombre. Is that your nombre? No. You're going to write your nombre and on the front of the Spanish folder. Then you're going to draw uno, dos, tres. 3 things that are your favorite things. Tus tres cosas favoritas. Okay? So I drew some ice cream because I love ice cream in the summer. I don't really eat ice cream in the winter, but I love ice cream in the summer. And my favorite ice cream is chocolate, menta, and fresa. Chocolate, mint, and strawberry. Does anybody like cookies and cream? Levante la mano, raise your hand. Say yo. If you like cookies and cream. How about cotton candy? I love cotton candy. Levante la mano, say yo. How about dulce de leche, caramel? Levante la mano. How about vainilla? Just plain vanilla. Well, you could draw ice cream or you could draw something else that's your favorite thing. I also drew a picture of 3 doggies because you will see them, I'm sure, as we're recording things, because this is actually my virtual classroom and the dog room. So these doggies are always in here. So I have 1 big dog, Gracie. I have 1 medium dog, Gia. And I have 1 little tiny dog with pointy ears, Gemma. Okay? And those are my 3 favorite doggies. So I have, one of my favorite things is helado, ice cream. One of my favorite things is my doggies. And another favorite thing is summertime and the pool. I drew a palm tree and my 2 daughters at the pool with me, and that's me. And I'm jumping in the pool. So after we're done with this, I want you to get a folder, and I want you to decorate your folder for Spanish with these 3 things. Now, if you don't have a folder, but you have a big piece of paper, you could always fold the big piece of paper in half. But you want to be able to have a folder to keep all your work in so it doesn't get lost from week to week, okay? So on your folder, you're going to draw your nombre, which is your name, and your tres cosas favoritas, your 3 favorite things. I also would like you to have a name card. This I use on your desk, but even when we're having a Google Meet, I would love for you to have a name card so I can see your name. So I want you to take just a plain piece of paper. It could be construction papers. That's a little more sturdy if you have any. And you're going to fold it in half, just like that. Okay, so watch. I'm going to take it like this, okay, and fold it in half. Kind of go like that, okay? One more time, I'll show you. Take a plain piece of paper, fold it in half. And then I want you to write your name again. I wrote Señora Fernandez, and then just decorate it. And then I'm going to keep my card here, okay? And if you need to see my name, it's going to be on my card hanging up here, okay? And I would like your card to be out when we're having our Google Meet somewhere where I can see your name. Because Señora Fernandez doesn't have 100 students. I don't have 200 students. I don't have 300 students. I don't have 400. I don't have 500. I have 600 students. And I know all of your names, but we haven't been in school since March, so I forget sometimes. And I have new kids who just came into district, and I have kindergartners who are new too. So I would love a name card and your face. It helps me learn. I'm a visual learner, so I can see your name and I can see your face and I learn your names like that, okay? So that's gonna be your work to do after we're done with Spanish today, is to make your folder and make your name card. Now, if you're a Thursday or Friday student, you're actually gonna have 2 weeks to do this because you're gonna do the same thing next week. Okay, so folder, name card. I'm gonna give you a little tour of my virtual classroom. You ready? So we have my computer desk. That's a door to go outside. That's my dog, because that's where she goes outside. That's kind of like art kind of desk. And that is my virtual classroom. Okay, and I have up here papel picado that they use in Mexico for celebrations, and some posters, and Dino, and Dinosaurio, okay, and my name, Señora Fernandez, in case you forget. All right, so Now, after we're finished with this, you're gonna go ahead and watch the lesson on Nearpod on making your folder. Then you're gonna go onto YouTube, okay? And YouTube is gonna have a video tutorial on how to use all this new technology. Now, don't get frustrated, okay? Because we're gonna take it one step at a time. I wanna introduce you to how online learning is gonna work for Spanish. And then give you the resources so you can go back and look at them over and over again, but don't get frustrated. Okay, then we sing an adios song, and this is how the adios song goes. After we finish our lesson in Spanish, we would sing adios a ti, adios a ti, adios amigos, adios a ti, adios, and you would say adios, Señora Fernandez. All right, let's practice. Ready? Levántense. Let me stand up. Adios a ti, adios a ti, adios amigos, adios a ti, adios.